Show and Tell Podcast After Dark. I'm with the co-host, Kavon Ko. And we got the special guest. Can you introduce yourself?
It's Tresure 508 in the building, one of the hottest female artists. Let's get it.
Hey, so tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
So originally I'm from Framingham, but I went to school in Attleboro, moved to Worcester. Now I'm in Quincy. I've just been everywhere. So all over Mass.
Okay. You've been around Boston area a lot?
Not really. I'm kind of new to the Boston area. I'm trying to get my feet wet.
Hey.
I'm not from here, but I get it done here. Let's get it.
So tell us about the art that you make. So
the art that I make, a lot of people will look at my music and they'll tell me it's a lot like lyrical because I put a lot of effort and work into making sure that there's substance and purpose in my music. So that's how I describe it, lyrical.
Yeah, I see you put a lot of bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're big on freestyling, right?
Honestly, like I'm more of a writer, but I'm just big on writing, and I'm big on saying something, like something with substance. Like I don't want to sit there and hear something that's not gonna touch my heart, you know.
What made you that way? Like, what type of music influences you, or what artists?
I love Pac. I love Nas. So like I like more of these heavyweights, and it's like when I'm sad or like I'm going through something, I don't want to go home and listen to Gunna. It's not just me. Like I want to go home and listen to something that's gonna like touch my heart, you know, inspire me to be better, something like that.
What's like a guilty pleasure you have? Like, given the music that you make, what's like a genre that people wouldn't expect you to like listen to?
I listen to rock. I like rock, metal. Like my aesthetic is very dark, and I'm into like anime. You know what I mean?
Anime.
Yeah. What animes are you into?
I saw that you posted something about Death Note. Death Note was crazy.
Oh my goodness, I love Death Note.
He doesn't know. He doesn't.
I have no idea. I'm just like, I've never gotten into it, but I think, do you kind of story tell the way anime art does and whatnot through your music, or does it have like an influence in your music?
A lot of my influence really comes from my older brother. We actually like do music together, but my older brother would always watch like Naruto, Death Note.
Yeah.
And through these animes, like when you're looking at them, they get so deep, and it's like these are only cartoons. How are you conveying this? So it always sparked my interest.
It's way better than like Western cartoons.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Western cartoons have no substance, but anime always like has like deeper
Anime
meanings
is popping. You never know what's gonna happen. It's like,
that's true.
Yeah.
Is your brother? I know that you put a hashtag Rebel G's.
Yep.
Is that a group? Is that a clothing line? What is that?
So Rebel G's is our group, and it's basically me and my brother. My brother is the like founder, and what it means is Rebel G's like to go against the grain and like be different and stand up for something different. To be who you are. That's the whole message.
Nice. How did you get started?
I got started, like I said, my brother was rapping first, so I was just so like inspired. Like I was like in my notebook like trying to do it too.
Yeah.
But I always thought that I wasn't good enough. But I just kept practicing and practicing and practicing. And I just fell in love with it.
So how long have you been making music for?
I've been making music for like 4 to 5 years. Yeah, ever since I was like 18. I'm 23 now.
But you said so you started 18. That's when you dropped your first song, or is that when you started writing?
That's when I started writing and I dropped my first song.
Okay, what was that song called?
It was I'm actually gonna spit it today just because it was my first song, but it was a Davies cover called it was on the song Enough by Davies.
Dope.
Okay, not the song that you just dropped, like you said like a week ago, but what's a song that you really enjoy kind of like performing, or a song that kind of like means something to you? I
have like these there's this one song I have, it's called Bonnie, and there's this one verse in it, and I always like spit it when like I don't know what to do or when I'm on the spot, because I just feel like it represents me as an artist. So I have a little go-to in my pocket.
Oh, nice. Question: what do you do that's kind of like outside of music? Like what are you into? What are your interests?
So outside of music, I actually dance. Yep, and you would never even think that the way I present myself, and that's a cool topic we should get into. But Besides music, I dance. I also have a baby, so I take care of my baby. Outside of music, like, I just try to be a good person, you know what I'm saying?
Can you tell us about how has being a mother like affected your artistry in the way that you move?
It has in every way, because it gave me a purpose, like gave me something to hold myself accountable for. And now it's not just me, so it's like I have to go like 10 times harder for somebody that like is my heart, and it's just different. It's a different type of hunger.
Yeah, judging by some of the projects that we've seen from you, you know, you definitely put a lot of thought into it.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of creativity. Mm-hmm. And I think for a lot of artists, you know, some people don't have that push to make quality content that's actually going to grasp people, you know. So how important is that to you?
It's everything. Like, that's something me and my brother really stress. Like, anything that I'm doing, like, it has to have purpose and it has to have meaning, because if it all doesn't mean everything, then it means nothing. So that's how I look at it.
I kind of wanted to talk about, you were talking about the way that you present yourself and the way that you present yourself in music and the way you present yourself in the real world. I don't see you talking a lot about like was it like WAP or something like that? But like your videos are like, you know, like super sexual. They're not super sexual, but can you talk about that?
To an extent, like so my topic choice, I don't want to just be another female rapper just talking about her boobs or talking about her vagina. Like, at the end of the day, like, we have no J. Cole's, we have no Kendricks for females, so I want to be that representation. But at the same time, do I think that expressing your sexuality, anything's wrong with that? No. But do I think that's all there is to a woman? No. A woman is not that one-dimensional, and I think a woman has a voice that we haven't heard yet, you know what I mean, in different ways than just sexual. And I think it's important to bring that to the forefront.
Yeah, I really enjoy that, because it's like the I think it was a Skid Row song that you had.
Yep, Skid Row Slayer.
And that's all about hustling.
That shit is fire.
Yeah, thank you so much.
That shit is fire.
Thank you.
Then if you weren't watching the visuals, it had when you listen to it, it doesn't really have anything to do with like
and I wanted it to be like that because obviously I dance, and it's like a contradiction a little bit, you know what I mean? It's like, how do you dance but you represent this? And it's like people need to realize, like, all women are not the same. We can be different, and it's a real thing. I think that the video, mostly, if you hear what I'm talking about the life of a stripper. So, and if you go through the video, the way I directed it is it goes from one girl, and then she goes up in the dressing room. After she goes in the dressing room, it shows another girl going down. But I did it through multiple girls to make the story more interesting. Now,
what was the point of that, to empower women? Like, were you telling somebody's story, your story? Like, what was the purpose?
I think I was just showing like another way to talk about stripping, but without like this wet ass pussy, like, you know what I mean? Gotcha. I don't know if I can say that. Sorry, guys.
Nah, go ahead. And you said that was your first time directing a video?
Yes.
Can you tell us about that?
Sure, I actually can. I remember.
Was that with Rico or?
This was with Lil Ray, Raymond. He's an amazing videographer. But shout out to him. I remember I was there, and it's funny, my friend Jordan was there, but like I was watching them like take videos, and I was like, damn, like I gotta go over there and tell them. At first I was being all shy, and then he looked at me and he was like, go direct. And then I was like, oh, all right. And then I went over there and I started like, you go this way, you do that. And it started coming together.
And so that was like a spur of the moment type thing.
Well, I knew I wanted to, but when I got there, I was being a baby. I was acting all shy. Like, I didn't have a voice. I, like, had to find my voice.
You got to put yourself out there.
Yeah. When I did, like, it was, like, it was solid. I was like, go, go, go.
Hey, so now that your feet wet, are you plan on doing more directing?
I want to, because I feel like as an artist, like, you should be as involved in your work as possible, as much as possible. So... yeah, I want to take the extra step and like actually put in the correct amount of like effort and care into what I'm doing.
Before, were you writing treatments, or were you just like kind of like talking to
every time I do a video, I write a treatment, whether or not I'm directing it. It's just professional, and I feel like we all need to be on the same page.
That's dope.
You sound like you ready to get signed. You're like on top of your shit.
You guys.
Okay.
You guys don't know how much I obsess about this, how much I talk about this, and it's everything.
So if you were like, what's the plan? What are you looking to do?
So I want to be independent. I think that I have enough talent and that I have enough ability that I can make it on my own too. But the thing is I do need help in I need my music to be heard by more people. Mm-hmm. The looks there, the talent's there, but it's like when I post a song and stuff like that, like I want it to boom. You know what I mean? That's not happening right now. So like any opportunity that I come in contact with, I'm going to do. Any person that wants to give me advice, I'm going to listen. You know what I mean? Like this is really from the bottom. Like this is really the definition of struggling. I was going to bring my child here today. You know what I mean? It's very real for me.
So, I mean, Boston, the market for a music artist is tough. You know what I mean? Have you ever thought about maybe working in a different market, maybe New York City? Have you ever?
I'm open to that, but I also like, this is home. You know what I mean? And there's a certain level of like wanting to get like my city behind me, you know what I mean, to inspire like where I come from. There is a little bit of that in me, but also I'm not afraid to, if I have to, for my dream, I will move and I will do what I need to do, but I'm gonna try everything before I take that step.
You're big on collaborations, are you?
I don't mind them. I think that it's good to work with other artists to an extent. Have you
worked with anybody?
Other artists, like the biggest artist I've probably worked with is this dude. His name's Kasky. He was signed to Young Money at one time, but I don't know. He's this rapper from Florida. He's amazing. And then I also did a song with this dude. His name's I Don't Know Jeffrey. He's in Cali. But yeah, all types of features.
What was your favorite collaboration?
My favorite collaboration was with I Don't Know Jeffrey.
What was the name of that song?
It's called Tony Montana.
Oh, that was dope.
Yeah.
You guys made a video for that, right? No?
Yeah, there's a video.
I like how like you have like this hard like you put bars for bars, but then you have like I think it was like Doing Bad.
Yeah.
Was that the song?
Yeah.
But you have like a soft side too. Can you tell us about like the hard hitting spot, and then you have like the vulnerability as well? Yeah,
like it's important to show your diversity as artists. So I feel like me being able to sing a little bit, I gotta work on it, but me being able to sing and me being able to rap, I need to use those to my advantage, you know? So I try to go in each one.
Are those studio sessions different? Just like maybe for like someone you're rapping, you're like, all right, you can be here, but when I'm doing this vulnerable shit, like, nah, everybody get out.
It be feeling like that, but I never would kick anyone out or anything like that. I just man up, you know what I mean? Yeah. If they know I'm gonna mess up, so whatever. Okay. I'm not like that.
Do you have a team?
Yes, I have my best friend. I have my other best friend LT. I have a lot of support behind me, but I could always use more help. Like I told you, the thing I need the most help in is getting my music heard by the masses.
And like advertising?
Yes.
Okay. What have you been doing so far for that?
So far, like my brother like runs ads and stuff like that. We've been looking into curators. We've been looking into even freaking going to open mics, reaching out to you guys, doing anything and everything possible, just trying to make opportunities like out of nothing.
So I got a quick question for you. So do you think that in this state, do you think that enough is done to support artists like you? Because, you know, there's artists like you who are creative, who got good product and whatnot. Do you think that you guys get the support that you need from podcasts, from music platforms to showcase you?
I think that it's hard to say because a lot of people would say no, but I think that a lot of people aren't working as hard as they can, and they don't realize the opportunities that are there. Like the fact that we have a cell phone that like increases your chances of becoming successful like by like 100. You know what I mean? You simply hopping on your phone. That's how I found you guys. It's like that laziness and those excuses that are gonna hold you back. I think that if you lived in a box and you had a cell phone, there's a way you can make it.
Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, being a music artist is like being a business owner. That work ethic has to translate.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you know, it definitely seems like you have the drive, the maturity to be in this type of business. You know what I mean? So, you know, we're definitely looking forward to see what you do in the future. You know, so yeah, definitely, man.
Thank you, for real.
I always think that like wearing both hats, like the business person and the artist, like always interfere with each other. But I mean, do you think so?
A little bit, because sometimes I feel like it spreads you thin, and but as an artist, like you need to know what's going on with you. Like I know a lot of people have managers and stuff like that, but nobody's gonna care about your baby more than you do. Like your music, no one's gonna care more about your music more than you do. So you need to be involved. You need to care about the things that you don't want to care about. It's gonna make you better.
No, that makes sense. Where are some places that you performed?
I haven't performed a lot, like like local places within Worcester. Where else did I perform? Like at a couple clubs, things like that, but never anywhere really worthwhile.
I feel like Worcester has like a scene, doesn't it?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
You've done any collaborations in Worcester? Like
Yes, I have. I've done a collaboration with a kid named Ralph Way. He's very talented. I've also, I love Worcester. Like I was helping this radio station. It's called Unity Radio, and they help the community a lot, and they put a lot of artists on. So that's what I was doing in Worcester.
Can you tell us about the dancing? You said you wanted to come back to the dancing.
Sure. I think that it's really cool, like the message that I'm trying to preach, and then it's cool, like the fact that I'm a dancer too, because it's like kind of like a walking contradiction. Because if you think about it though, like I think it plays more into my meaning, because it shows like, wow, she's a dancer and she still thinks this way. It breaks that stereotype of what people would think that a regular dancer would be. You know what I mean?
You think
it's a job.
There's a lot of like that negative stereotype?
1000%. If you're a dancer, you're compared to like, I don't know, like the lowest of the lowest, a prostitute, like horrific things. You know what I mean? And it's just not true. It's not. And we may know, but like a lot of people that aren't as cultured and stuff like that, they don't know that.
Is that something that you kind of like when you meet people, do you bring that up, or do you kind of hide that? Or
if it comes up in conversation, I'll definitely admit it, like, or I'll speak on it, because it's something that I do. It's my truth. You know what I mean? I'm not running from anything. Yeah,
but just to avoid like, so you don't like try to avoid the stereotype, or because
I guess it's not something I would openly be like enter the conversation with, but I wouldn't shy away from it either. Yeah. If that makes sense.
Because you are trying to break the that negative stereotype. No, that makes sense. How'd you even get into dancing?
I needed money. If you want the real answer.
Yeah, if I could dance, I'd do it, but I don't think anyone pays.
Oh man, I wouldn't.
Hit the club.
What do you have coming up? Do you have any projects coming up?
So I'm gonna be working on an EP soon. But as of right now, today actually, a song just released. It's called Back to the 305. It's basically a play on like Biggie's Back to Cali, but obviously Back to the 305. I'm gonna be shooting that video soon.
Is 305 an area code?
That's
Miami?
That's Miami.
Yeah.
Come on, get in. What's happening over here?
The crazy people are from Miami. That's what they got the zombies.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Everyone be like, Florida's crazy. Everyone knows that, but yeah.
You said that drops when?
That dropped today.
On all streaming platforms?
On all streaming platforms. Go check it out. And then I've been just writing a lot. We're hitting the studio. Like I said, I got an EP on the way. I'm dropping consistently. I'm trying to drop every like 2 weeks. So that's the plan.
And you just had a release party, right?
Yep. For my song Skid Row Slayer, it was also one of my best friend's birthdays that night. We had a great time, and we just celebrated the release of the song. It was dope.
Where'd you guys do that
At Culture in Providence.
Probably.
Yeah. Where the bad bitches at.
Is that a fact or like?
Everyone knows that's a fact.
We're about to take a slight break, but we'll be right back.
Okay.